good evening, my people. Listen, y'all already know what time it is. I'm quite sure y'all already saw the thumbnail. Y'all getting here early because we're a little pressed for time. But if y'all ready for some fireworks, I suggest y'all start early. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into that chat early because hey, I was told backstage that they like to get into it. Y'all know how me and Lou get down. So, but we kicking narratives and taking names. We got the special guest for y'all, obviously. So we're gonna get into a couple topics. Hopefully, we get some good debates out of it. But before I do that, let me bring up my co-host real quick. Lou,
What's going on?
yo, listen, you ready, Lou? Uh,
Listen, it's a special day for me. The special guest been good to me. Didn't know me from a can of paint, and it's good to call him a friend, a homie, and I'm excited for the show, man. I can't wait.
So I want to just, saying public service announcement, PSA, just a disclaimer. This is my first time meeting this guy, so hopefully we could be cool after this. But he's in the jungle, y'all. So listen, without further ado, we're gonna give a nice warm bliss pickup welcome to TD Phins Talk. TD, what's going on, my brother?
Tua, Tua, Tua,
He started early,
Tua.
Lou. Oh, he started early. So yeah, TD, listen, man. Welcome to the Bliss Pickup. Lou told me, he knew you for quite some time. I've been checking out your channel. He had put me up onto your channel. Yeah, I might have a little surprise for you. I was watching a little earlier, just so you know. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
hey, it get a little messy over here, just so you know. Don't take nothing personal in the chat. They just get a little wild. But before we get started, Lou, you got anything you want to cover? Because I'm about to get straight into it.
No, man. Again, I just want to say, TD, welcome, and yeah, let's get into it.
All right, Tua, listen, we get messy earlier. So over here, we have a debate about the collective, which is
Mhm.
how our front office seems to be situated, how they have it formatted. So we want to get your thoughts on what you think about how they have it going. Do you think it's a good way to structure a front office? Is that a positive way to not a positive way, that's not what I'm looking for. Is that a successful way of running a franchise, the way you think our front office is set up?
No, I think it's a terrible way to run a franchise, honestly. It sounds good. Collectively, collaboratively, it sounds good. The problem with that process, you can't hold nobody accountable. So if one person say, "Hey, I want to do this," and everybody around the table agree, you can't hold nobody accountable. You look to fire a specific someone when everybody agreed on the same thing. And I feel like that's the problem we're in right now. That's why we're in this position now, is because there is no accountability, because everybody made decisions together. Nobody want to admit they wrong.
So let me ask you, because I see we started early today. So you think that they all on the same page? You think that everybody make the same decision together, or you think they just putting that out there for the public to see, but they really disagree with a lot of things?
I think they all agree. I think and not, it's never all, but I think 80, 85, 90% agree. And again, that's why they're in the position they're in now. And nobody's saying nothing.
How you feel about Tom Garfinkel and Brandon Shaw and them being in offices, and Chris Greer have to work with them to to get this show rolling, and this shit that he got to run past Tom Garfinkel's and the Brandon Shaws of the world. What you think about that? You think they agree with everything?
Yeah, well, I think that nobody want to step on anyone's toes anymore ever since the Brian Flores thing. Everybody want to tiptoe and make sure they get along and don't show they don't want to show a lack of unison. And I think that's what's happening. So if somebody suggests something, sometimes I feel like another person may, okay, let's do it. Even if they're like, I don't know, they're not going to say it. And I'm telling you, that's why certain people are still here, like Chris Greer. That's why it seems like there's no accountability. Stephen Ross out here preaching this mess about he values continuity more than anything, a team that can build together, even if they losing, bro. Even if they lose him, he values the chemistry more than anything. Yeah, this is a losing chemistry.
See, the problem I have, TD, and I'm gonna throw on this show. Tony always says I throw my tinfoil cap.
Here we go.
Off, right?
Start early.
because I love conspiracies. The problem I have, we've heard our owner Stephen Ross sit up there, and I believe it was before Mike McDaniel was hired or when he was hired. The owner said, "Well, Chris Grier will have to answer to Tom Garfinkel." Then he cleaned that up and said they'll work together like a collective. Well, if we're going to go with the first, right, when he says he has to answer to, I have a problem with that.
That's a fact.
Because I know Chris Grier gets a lot of hate, TD, right? Like he can't, it's like he can't get right. Anything he does, no matter what it is, they're going to blame him for it. And I'm just saying, for me, if you have to answer to the Tom Garfinkel, and let's be honest, Tom Garfinkel, he makes hats. He hands out free T-shirts. He builds the F1 track. He shouldn't be having football decisions, though. And I just think he does have a hand in it. And again, I could be wrong, but I just think that Tom Garfinkel has a lot more say within the building. And I'm sorry, whether I agree with Chris Grier or not, at least he's a football guy. Like Tom Garfinkel, Brandon Shores of the world, they're not football guys. And in my opinion, they're making football decisions. And I think that's where this team has went wrong. What say you?
Well, can we back up for a second? Do you remember when he said that he'll answer to Garfinkel?
Yeah, when they hired.
That was when they hired Mike McDaniel. And if you remember, Chris Grier even said, TD, that Mike McDaniel wasn't his first or second choice, that he had other guys that he was looking at that he wanted to hire. And all of a sudden, and these are his words, he said he was told, hey, pump the brakes, take a look at this guy. And all I'm saying is we all know Mike McDaniel only had one interview. He only had one team that was looking at him. That was us. All I'm saying is if Mike McDaniel is an analytics guy, he's all about the numbers, and we got analytics guy and numbers guy, like let's say pulling some strings within the organization, it's hard for me to pin a lot of things on Chris Grier.
So I feel like there's conflicting stories with that.
Okay.
And let me back up for a second because my recollection is a little bit different. I remember when Ross chose Grier over Flores, he came out and said Chris Grier would have full control over all football operations. Now, I do remember, I thought it was like a year later where he was talking about collaborative effort with Garfinkel and things like that. But from what I remember is Chris Grier will have full control over all football operations going forward. That's what I thought I heard Ross say.
No, well, if you go back to when they had the press conference, when they was announcing Brian Flores and when they was going over the process. Now, mind you, this was Chris Grier said that. Stephen Ross said Chris Grier said, it's been time that I was ready to move forward on multiple occasions, and he had to get a phone call from Stephen Ross saying, "Pump your brakes." You know what I'm saying? Let's not move forward. Now, let's just stay right there for a second so we don't skip up. Why do he even have to deal with that? If he have, like you said, full autonomy, right? Why is Stephen Ross calling him and saying, well, pump your brakes if he already had a guy he was ready to move forward with?
It depends on the guy you talk about.
The coaching choice, his candidate?
Oh, the coaching choice. Yeah.
Why does Chris Grier have to get a phone call from Stephen Ross saying pump your brakes before you move forward with that candidate if he got full autonomy?
Because there was a lawsuit.
Man,
because now I know, hey, listen, you may think conspiracy, bro. There was a lawsuit. Everything that had happened from that point on had to be methodically vetted and not feed the lawsuit. They had to make sure that they got a yes man in the building and not another problem. They couldn't afford to go through any more drama.
So you mean they lied to us, basically what you said.
They've been proven to have lied to us a million times.
Okay, so don't come up here and tell us that Stephen Ross said he had full autonomy like you believe.
No. You can only take a man for his word, but you can break it down, and that's what we're doing, right? We breaking it down.
You said right now. That's what I'm breaking. You said that's
but it helps us get down to the root cause of what's really going on because you make a valid point. We're being lied to. We keep being lied to. It's a big lie. It's all a big lie.
Don't come up here and try to a lot of our people talk about, oh, it was a lawsuit and Chris Greer and Stephen Ross gave him for. No, he didn't. It's live.
No.
We see.
He said that he was giving them full autonomy, but that ain't what happened, and that it doesn't look like that's what happened. But
Lou, I thought I had a
Mm.
blind fan up here for a minute.
No.
I was a little nervous for a second.
No.
What?
I'd have to believe in Tua to be blind, but that's another story.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, Mike, best you in here, Mike? Yeah. Hey, Mike.
You see, this is again for me. I just try to. I'm the conspiracy theorist TD on the show, right? When I look at Reggie McKenzie just left our building to go to Tennessee for a lateral move.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't become the general man. He basically left us to go do the same thing over there, right?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to connect the dots. Reggie McKenzie,
in which we got a compensatory pick for.
Right. Reggie McKenzie is a football guy, though, right? Like when the stories came out about Chris Greer and Brian Flores not getting along, my contend is I don't think Brian Flores had a problem working with Chris Greer. I really don't, right? If I'm going to be honest with you, I think Brian Flores was in that building, and let's say for the sake of argument, he's walking into the office because he's going to have a football conversation with football guys. Reggie McKenzie, Chris Greer, the likes, whoever is in that room. When Brian Flores walks in and shuts that door and he looks to the left, he sees Tom Garfinkel. When he looks to the right, he sees Brandon Shore. And I think Brian Flores, being a football guy, he didn't mind having football conversations with football guys. But when a football conversation is going around and then Tom Garfinkel's in the corner like this and throwing his 2 cents in, Brian Flores has a problem.
There's some merit to that. Hey, I like the theory, Lou, and I don't even want to call it a theory. You might be onto something because you need to add another piece that you ain't thinking about.
Okay.
McKenzie wasn't available the whole time either. Remember? He took time off. He stepped away or whatever it was. As soon as he got hired, all of a sudden, oh, well, he's leaving the team. He's taking time or whatever it may be. So, and this could very well be too many cooks in the kitchen. And the problem is the cooks that's in the kitchen ain't even chefs. The Garfinkel and all that, they not X's and O guys, but they're running the stadium, the F1. They know they're bringing the money in, lying to the people selling these Tua jerseys, doing all that good stuff, So, hey, you might be onto something there.
Well, it's the same thing. Think about it. Remember the Jim Caldwell, right? Oh, Jim Caldwell, he got sick because he didn't want to work with Brian Flores. Well, how the hell did he didn't want to work with him?
My bad. That's what I was talking about.
He got hired by Brian Flores. And all of a sudden, a week later, he didn't want to work with him. Maybe Jim Caldwell was another one of these football guys and realized there's not football people running this organization, and he hightailed it out of here.
Well, those are the lies. Those are the lies spread by YouTubers and people. A weekend he didn't want to work with Flores. Those are the lies to make Flores look bad. That was a campaign that if you didn't even hear that at first. You heard that after the fact when Flores became an enemy of the state. Then everybody, McKenzie didn't want to work with
enemy of the state when they leave the building. That's the theory that go around here. That's what we do. But real quick before y'all listen, man, let me get in my chat real quick because I don't want them to confuse me for Alex. Just say welcome, TD. You with the best 2 guys up there. There's another one, but he don't come around that much. He's scary.
Hey, leave our guy Alex alone, man.
Hey, he said, "What's good, everyone? Is it me or does Alex look different today?"
That's not Alex. That's TD, man.
Hey, Shake, shout out to Shake.
Alex be pressing me every chance he get, man.
Nah, this is our Alex we talk about. The third member of our channel.
It ain't Alex that be on Twitter.
Not Alex Diaz. No.
Okay.
Okay. What? Don't disrespect our platform like that. TD, don't do that. Just the Shake Money. Who's Alex? He knew Ryan. I'm putting all these up so he can read this. Alex, I know you back here listening. You reading. Know you had something to do, but they own you today, my boy. Shake Money said he had a lot of collector calls back in his day, and I ran with it out of quarters.
Oh man.
Hey,
so we already established with the collective. Then I think we all kind of share the settlement. It's not the way good football. Like when I think of Kansas City, it's Andy Reid. When I think of Philly, it's Howie Roseman. When I think of Pittsburgh, I think of Mike Tomlin. We don't have one of those in Miami. I think we came down to that. The elephant in the room. Uno. The oos is loose, TD.
Hold on, before you do that. Well, it was for it's 51
my quarterback.
of y'all. Hold on. It's 51 of y'all in the building. Only 17. Like y'all get the lights up, man.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying. I don't want to break you. Listen, let us cook TD for a little minute. Y'all just get the lights up so we can. We got him in the jungle, so we want to see if we can survive. Most people don't survive this. You know what I'm saying. He just said Tua is his quarterback, so it might get dark for him now.
Well, here we go, and this is where we get our guy TD, Tone. Right? This is where we get him. The oos is loose. TD, what is your overall thoughts on Tua, and specifically, because I'm gonna be honest, TD, I think it's over for Tua after 2025, right? I think we're closer to the end, not only for Tua, but I think the Ramseys, the Tyreeks, the Bradley Chubbs. What is your overall opinion of the oos is loose, and what kind of direction do you see the 2025 Dolphins in your opinion?
You asked 3 questions. We went at a time. Which one?
All right.
It's all of them loaded to me. It's loaded to me.
I heard that.
Hey, we're gonna start with Tua. What I think about him? He the best quarterback in the NFL. Against bad teams.
Oh boy, and you know I was about to light him up real quick.
Hey, here's the deal, man. I've always been critical of Tua Tagovailoa, not because I had a personal hate for him, even though a lot of people think I do. I just learned my lesson from Tannehill. I said after Tannehill, I'm going to hold my quarterbacks accountable until they actually prove that they're that dude. I'm not giving them love like that. And I lied to myself because I was on Josh Rosen. Oh, we got Rosen. Lying to myself, okay? I was just lying to myself, being a delusional fan like many of them out here are. And that put me back in check, though. Hey, don't forget what you said. So I've been very critical of Tua. I've only cared about his flaws because it's the only way he's going to ever reach his peak, or he's already exceeded his peak, by the way. And here's the conclusion I came up with. First of all, let me admit this. Tua's better than I ever thought he would be. That's number one. Number two, the problem with Tua is he's good enough not to be good enough.
That's a fact.
He's good enough not to be good enough. Like, I'll admit now, he got some skill, but not when it matters. Not when the dogs come out.
When you say when it matters, okay, there you go.
Not when it's time for the dogs to come out. You know, I've learned this lesson. I want you to think about 2 quarterbacks. And you know what? I'm going to quiz y'all on y'all's show. Just give me your fastest answer. No thinking, all right? Better quarterback. Dak or Jalen Hurts? Hurry up.
Hurts.
Okay. Y'all went Hurts. Y'all smart guys. Y'all know ball. But when you look at it, though, Dak Prescott can give you 400 yards, 4 touchdowns all the time, right?
He's not doing it when it matters most, though.
It ain't doing it. But you know what I realized about Jalen Hurts? Every big game, he actually show up and show out. Not just hey, I didn't hurt my team and I helped to win. No, he plays at another level. He plays great football.
TD might, hey, Lou, he might have lied to us earlier. He might have been watching the show a little bit more than he let us believe. Because you sound like the blip picker. Hold on, TD.
Listen, hey, that's just me and y'all cooking over here. Y'all know what y'all talking about over here. Listen,
you make it a lot more sense than okay, go ahead then.
But Tua don't have that. And the problem is, we rather go try to put everything around him to hide the fact he don't have that and make it end in a W to make us forget about who he is, when that ain't even working. When it's all said and done, you can't buy around a quarterback to justify him. And that's the problem. Look at Jaden Daniels. Do you see what he did with less than? He's worth.
That's Lewis guy.
He's the guy is worth loading around. You see what I'm saying? You show your value with nothing around you. Now we'll invest in you. And Chris Greer don't want to admit that he failed on a million fronts, so he keep on pushing forward, trying to figure out the puzzle to keep lying to people. So Tua Tagovailoa's conclusion for me is he is good enough not to be good enough. And the saddest part about it is, ladies and gentlemen, to further answer your question, Lou, I'm terrified about this year. Because remember, good enough not to be good enough can still win a playoff game. Trevor Lawrence did it.
Oh, don't do
you
that.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But here's the problem.
Isn't that the same quarterback that beat him in the college national championship as a freshman?
Yeah. Okay. But here's the thing. It's gonna mess everybody's head up. Oh, that's progress. We all know that the playoffs really start in the second round. We know that. We know that the real dogs are in the second on. But everybody who's using this parameter just win a playoff game. That would be the biggest trick that will screw us bigger than we've ever been screwed. We already headed down the Tannehill trajectory. All he needs is 2 more years to accomplish that. This year and next year. And I think it's going to happen.
We ain't got 2 years for him. I'm sorry.
It's going to happen, bro. Do you not just see what happened to the dead cap? Did you not just see what happened yesterday or whatever, where $56 million more became guaranteed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got $156 million dead cap now.
Well, let me ask you this, TD. If he get injured again this season, you think they keeping him on his roster?
The Dolphins keep making moves that handcuff him. If he get hurt this year, they have to keep him on the roster.
How?
Because they got a $120-some million dead cap hit, and nobody will trade for him to relieve us.
That ain't stop Denver.
Now I'm with you on that.
So I'm at this point, I don't care what the cap hit is. You don't let.
Yeah, they can get off. They can get off if they.
That's what I'm saying. You don't let because you're gonna be handcuffed. You don't let a mistake make you make another mistake. No. You can fix it.
But Denver's competent when they did that. You think Chris Greer's gonna do that?
We need to listen. Us as fans, like we only here giving our takes, right? For me, from a fan, and for a standpoint, what I'm looking at and what I think what's best for my team, I'm telling it. Listen. These are for our subscribers here. This is what they need to do. We're not over here. We're not the ones that's trying to find the good in what the team is doing. We over here telling you what's going wrong and what they need to fix it. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, they handicapped, they strapped, so they got to keep them on this platform. Why? Ain't stopped them. No. I'm gonna put that pressure on them because you know what? That's what the Baltimore Ravens, when they in Baltimore, they put pressure on their franchises. Those fans stop letting their voice be heard. When they do that in Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season, but he always in the top of the league in criticism because he ain't winning playoff games. There's levels to this.
Yeah, but it's the O-line. it's the O-line. Chubb got hurt. In Phillips.
You know what? So I'm glad you said that, right? Because especially when Chubb got hurt.
I wasn't serious. I want to make sure you know
I'm going to say, especially when Chubb got hurt, they still only gave up 14 points.
Yeah, listen, I'm just telling you what everybody around here crying about.
With the AFC Championship on the line, they gave up 14 points. So I don't really want to hear this. You know what the problem is? And people don't like what I told you. When we get on this subject, it's going to take up a lot of time. People don't want to understand the difference between quarterbacks that win in spite of. Now, you pay this man like a franchise quarterback.
Thank you.
You pay him like the franchise quarterback, and you're going to tell me your defense give up 14 points with the game, with the championship on the line, AFC championship game. You can't get the job done?
The division. You talking about?
I'm sorry, the division. The AFC title on the line. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Josh Allen threw like 2 interceptions that game? He ain't have a ball game. You know what he did? He did what he needed to do to win. He used his
made
legs.
The plays when he needed to make them.
And that's the problem. You got to start being honest with these people.
Yeah, for me, bro, you ain't even got to win the game. At least compete.
No, I won't say that because nope. I'm not giving you that.
Yeah, but he's
Arizona,
playing like trash in them games.
Hold on, Arizona, he competed. Yeah, Buffalo, he competed. Okay, Buffalo, he competed. They gave up the 6-3. Okay, you giving them outs right now, TD. We not.
No. I'm not giving them outs. I'm actually criticizing them more. What I'm saying is, at least show us you fought to the death and we lost. Like, I'm not talking about. Listen,
you see on a more consistent. Say on a more consistent basis, then.
Well, let me say this too, because I'm tired of people using Buffalo. It's a division rival. You're more used to them than anything. I understand they're a great team, but at the same token, we still play them close because it's a division rival.
That's a fact.
So I don't care about Buffalo. He went toe to toe, so we're getting closer. No, he ain't. We already beat them 2 years ago. It's a division rival. It happens. And don't give me Arizona. They was as trash as can be.
That's a fact. I'm telling you, you giving them out. I'm like, don't you?
No. What I'm saying is, in all these big games, bro, like when we beat, even when we beat Dallas, he was trash. The whole offense was trash. We kicked 6 field goal or whatever. Like
5 field goals in a touchdown. Get out of here.
Like ball. Like, let me tell you the game. One game I appreciated from Tua. This is a game I appreciated from Tua because it was a legitimate shootout. Now, mind you, thank you. You hit it right on the head.
No, you
like, I appreciate that. That's what you're supposed to see in the biggest moments against the Chiefs, against everybody. Lose like, even though we won that game, but lose like the Chargers lost in that one. Herbert balled out, didn't he?
Yeah.
You're not going to blame him for that loss. That's what you got to give us to him, but he ain't got that in him, man. Listen, man, I'm tired of the pie, sweet potato, lemon meringue, apple custard show we got here in Miami. Okay? I'm sick of it. But you know what? Listen, y'all the one bringing it out of me right now. I've been doing good. Not caring about this situation. I just been like, I'm just going to wait it out. It's inevitable. But y'all the one bringing it out right now. It's frustrating me. I ain't feel this way in a minute. I don't even talk to her as much anymore. Like, it's the writing's on the wall. It's eventually going to crash.
That's a fact.
It's just sad that, so much drama along the way until this point.
So the last question then on Tua for me. So you don't see a way that this is his last year in 2025? Because I thought there was an out after this year. Ain't there that out?
It was.
No,
it was. Took it. Yeah, they didn't take it.
He had what it was.
No,
March.
I thought the out was after 2025.
56.
Right now it's 2027, Lou, because he was on the roster past March, whatever date it was.
14.
Now his 2026. It's money is guaranteed for 2026. He's getting paid. That's
fully guaranteed.
If he's here or not.
Bro, we got over $100 million in dead cap right now. We went from 80 something to 100 and something just because more guaranteed. But here's the messed up part. His contract has that every year.
Yeah. Because even
if he on it next year, then a whole nother chunk becomes guaranteed. Like, you had it out right now, to be honest with you.
Right.
You didn't take it.
Well, you know what?
Why? Because they're gonna live off of Chubb was hurt.
No, they
don't lie.
No, our front office and our coaching staff can't live off that. Now, our idiotic fans, some of them that want to be blind by their fandom, okay, cool, I'll accept that from them. But our front office, you get paid to make those tough decisions. You get paid to see the writing on the wall. We not accepting that Chubb and Tua. All right, okay. How many years you gonna use that excuse?
Well, I'm waiting to see a revelation.
I mean,
are they about to convert his base salary into signing bonus? Boy, if they do that.
No. Why
if they do that.
Yeah,
if
why
they
would you
do
put
that,
money down the line?
Exactly. He gonna be on the roster next year. They do that.
No,
I don't care what. But I'm waiting to see, because let me tell you what it tells you. If they don't do it, it is smart, but it tells me that Ross said no. Ross said, I'm not cutting any more checks. I'm not finna write him a $19 million check and convert it into a sign. I ain't cutting no more checks. You need to do what you do with what you got right now. I'm not doing nothing extra. Why you think all the deals we made been the way they've been made? We haven't been cutting checks like that. Like, literally, I think Stephen Ross said, this your hole, you dug it. So I'm not cutting any more checks. Go out there. You got your cap space, manipulate it, do whatever you need to do with what you got right here. And that's how we've been operating. Whole bunch of injured players coming off of injury, getting deals and trying to make it happen. All we doing is setting ourselves up to talk about the injuries. Nobody can survive those. Yeah, half the roster you brought in coming fresh off of an injury. So, yeah, I think that's what's happening. The writing's on the wall, but I still think that we could be talented enough to, I'm telling y'all, man, to win 11 games in one playoff game is a fluke. And then keep this ship going, and then we get worse and worse.
Well,
hold on, Lou. Hey, Benjamin, I would take your wrench if you disrespect Joe Burrow like that one more time. I would snatch that wrench right from you, my boy.
Hey,
Cut it out. There ain't no Joe Burrow disrespect over here.
Well,
go ahead, my bad. Oh, wait. Hey, listen, while we got 60 in the building, listen. April the 7th. Listen, April the 7th, that will be our 100th episode. So listen, we want y'all to share our content. Get us to our 500 subscribers. We have 435.
We about
435. What we in month 6, right, Lou? Month 6. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Not too bad.
Yep.
Right. So listen, y'all get us to 5. That's gonna be our goal. Get us to 500 by the 100 episode, so we can have a real celebration. But I just want all our fans to know and our subscribers. April the 7th, we will be having our 100 episode celebration. So and hit that like button, man. And listen, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Y'all don't really get content like this nowhere else. And if y'all enjoy the content, please subscribe. Y'all know we hold everyone accountable over here. There's no punches held back over here. You are in the jungle over here. You have to fight for what you like, or go for what you know over here. But listen, while y'all in here, hit the like button on the way in, or on your way out, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell and put it on all. Put it on all so y'all get the notification whenever we go live. Go ahead, Lou.
Listen, and everybody that's here, TD don't need it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Go subscribe to TD Phins Talk as
Please,
well.
man.
Yeah, the man does great work.
I had to give him 30 minutes before I sent people over there, because if he was the 2 in there, I would have had to.
Hey, again, man, listen.
Yeah, that's
he
my
puts in good
quarterback.
work. But TD, I heard you say something before, right? Like this team you think could get 10, 11 wins. Well, let's go down the list of who's coming to Hard Rock Stadium besides our division.
Oh shit!
It's not just that, and I love to go through the schedule, but here's why I say that, Lou. Man, we be having some fluky luck stuff too. People think that we just like we've had bad luck, but they don't see the luck we've also had. Like we've also had some luck, man. Like some of, man. Let's go through the schedule. Let's go through the schedule.
Well, I'm just saying, take division aside. You know, you see Josh twice, New England, the Jets. We understand. Burrow's coming to the Rock. Lamar's coming to the Rock. Jaden Daniels is coming to the Rock.
Justin Fields.
Bro, this schedule is tough. I don't see if I'm where we are today. Now, again, we still got free agency.
Baker Mayfield. Don't forget about Baker Mayfield. He made the playoff. All them playoff teams are coming here.
Baker Mayfield is smoking us in Miami. The Bucks, they finna smoke us. They putting up 40.
Don't be sleeping on Baker Mayfield. You gotta put some respect on his name.
I was just saying the big three that's coming, right? And
don't leave off Josh Allen then. He come every year.
That's what I'm saying. So okay, 4. What I'm saying is where we are today, I know free agency is not over and we still got the draft, and I get it, cool. Bro, to me, I don't see 6, 7 wins on this team, man.
This is how I do it. I usually do toss-ups 50%, right? And this is how I look at it. Atlanta game in Atlanta is a toss-up.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo at Buffalo, that's an L. Carolina at Carolina, believe it or not, last year I would say, we smoking Carolina, but they just keep getting better and Bryce is playing better. That is a toss-up. You better hope a game like that isn't early where they, sneak up on you. And so that's 2 toss-ups so far. So I'll give us another, I'll give us a win, right? And then you got at the Browns. Is it cold and what's their quarterback situation? I'm gonna give us the W though until I know more.
If they got Shador on their team, what you saying?
We're taking an L. We're gonna take an L. Yep. Okay. The Colts. I just can't see us losing to Anthony Richardson to save my life.
We lost to him last year. Oh no, it wasn't.
Yeah, not him. Not him. It was but But that's what's funny about it, ain't it? But this is on the road this time. Last time it was in Hard Rock, I think. This was on the road. Oh, it was? Well, I'm still going to give that to us. That's 3 wins. Buffalo at home. I'm still giving us a L.
Yeah.
I never count a Buffalo game until we beat them.
That's a fact.
New England at home, I'll give us a W. Even though
New England with Drake May and Mike Verbal, who Tua can't beat.
He just sold me. No, you're right, but until we see it, I'll at least have a split. I know we're not going to New England.
You got to see. Hold on, wait. We ain't gonna let you speed past it. Till you see what? We see him play Mike Vrabel with Mike Vrabel beat him with Mayo Man.
But it's Vrabel's first year trying to put that culture together. I agree with you. But I'm trying to be a little optimistic for the Dolphins right now, right?
Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So I got 4 wins right now. Jets at home, W. 5 wins. Baltimore, we getting smoked. Bengals, we getting smoked. The Saints, another W. We're at 6. Bucks, we getting smoked. The Chargers are going to smoke us like nobody business. The Commanders, need I say more? I'm not even finna entertain that. The Patriots on the road
with the Jaden Daniels jersey on.
Patriots on the road, we getting smoked. The Jets on the road, toss up with their situation. And then Pittsburgh on the road, toss up because I need to know the quarterback situation. But that's if I'm gonna go 50% on the toss ups, that's 7 wins I just gave us.
Yeah, that's 7. That's what I said about 7-8 wins.
7 and 10.
But here's the kicker: if I took away the toss ups and gave them all to us, that's 9.
But that ain't gonna happen.
I know, but it still show you we probably ain't making the playoffs.
Well, like you just said, TD, right? You just said if you gave us all the toss-ups, is there a game like Buffalo, Baltimore, Chargers, Commanders? Is there one of those games? Do you see that we could possibly steal?
And
let me make sure. I put the. Huh?
I was saying that's a fact. You do realize the Patriots have 130 million to spend. So take that into consideration.
They already spent 100. So, but yeah, you're right. The Patriots loaded on defense, but they got a lot of work to do on offense still. We're gonna see what they do in the draft. That'll be a better way to look at it. But Lou, I'm gonna qualify that. And first, we need to identify these big teams: Commanders,
yes,
Chargers,
yes.
I personally put the Bucks in that category.
Okay.
The Bengals, Baltimore, Buffalo twice.
Yep.
You scroll up real quick, see who else on the agenda. Buffalo twice, and that's it. That's seven games where we traditionally don't win. The good teams, and then we got 5 games where they solid. Okay, and then another 5 or 6 where we should.
Want to answer that question, Lou TD? Y'all want to answer that question?
Oh, geez, that's a dagger right there.
We lost all them toss-up games when he won there. Indianapolis, Tennessee, Seattle, we lost them all.
I think he's gonna play a full season this year.
You think?
Now there's an 80% chance that he get hurt.
Taxes and Tua getting injury. Those are 3 guys.
There's an 80% chance that he gets hurt. That's a sad fact.
There you go.
They're actually this is a fact. He's only been healthy 1 out of 5 seasons. Therefore, there's an 80% chance he's getting hurt, which is insane, by the way. But those 7 good teams, Lou, who can I see us stealing one from?
Right.
Not a single one.
Smart man.
I don't. I don't.
Lou, I was a little skeptical, but I got to look.
God damn it! I like the way you do business.
Because boy, if he would have said we stood him one, I'm like, nah, he been a fan right now.
Oh man.
Let me hold on. Before y'all go, right? If Tua misses, if he get injured, this is UTD. I think Lewis, I already gave my hot take on this. And Zach Wilson comes in and play, what you think? You think he get his job back?
Who?
Zach Wilson. You know who.
What about him?
If Tua gets injured and Zach Wilson comes in and take his spot, you think Tua gets? Hey, look at his face.
TD, what?
Hold on, wait. Let him ask Lou. Let him in.
There's no faith in Zach Wilson, TD.
Hell no. Bruh,
You don't think you don't got no faith in Zach Wilson?
y'all need to stop this.
Man,
No,
Lou, talk
I
to your
don't
boy,
have,
Lou, man.
listen.
Speak
Listen,
some
listen,
sense to your boy.
listen. He's mobile,
Mm-hmm.
which I like. That can add an element to the game. You know what? That's unfair of me. I'm not gonna say I'm writing him off because if McDaniel is the guru he say he is, Zach Wilson should end up a better quarterback than Tua. If
That's
he's
a
the guru he say he is.
Don't think he can have the Sam Darnold effect?
But the problem is McDaniel is showing himself to be exposed a little bit. That he's not as much of the guru that you think he is.
You talk about with the Tyler Huntleys and the Mike Whites and the Skyler Thompson.
No. Even Tua. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because let me give you an example why. I want to show you what happened with Mike McDaniel. Before I did the podcast and did all of this, I was in corporate America, Fortune 500 insurance company, upper management, right? And supervisor to management. And I was responsible to take someone on the floor and move those numbers, move their results, move their score, right? Get them up there, right? And I was always the number one supervisor because I work smart, not hard. So if you got a metric that you're being graded off of where sales count for 50%, how you interact with customers costs 25%, and your quality costs 25%. And the hardest thing to teach is your quality. No, I'm just going to tell you, be nice to everybody. That's an expectation. And I'm going to show you how to sell the heck out of these policies, right? In insurance. So at a minimum, we're 75 every month. And if you struggle in quality, out of the 25 points, if you get 15, which is still considered struggling, if you get those 15, you're a 90% agent. Yeah. And, you know, on any scale, that's top of the line, right? Versus the the sales being at 30 and all. No, I'm going with the biggest bang for my buck first. I don't care nothing about no quality. We'll get that as time goes. I'm not focused on that. I want you to be perfect in how you take care of these customers. Love them even when they cussing you out. And I'm going to show you how to sell these policies like no other. We going to have the highest score every year. That don't make me the best, but I'm going to have the best results. Because I worked smart. I went with the biggest chunk of the pie first. That's all McDaniel did with Tua. He didn't improve. He actually told you this. He said, I took all them things you didn't do well, put them in this box, and I threw it away. And I took all the things that you did do well. It's just like y'all follow basketball, right?
Yeah, rough. It just depends, NBA or college. It
doesn't matter. It don't matter. Yeah. Shaquille O'Neal, for instance, right? Watch this. Shaquille O'Neal, if he dunked in the basketball, what's his field goal percentage? Probably 100, right?
100.
Absolutely.
So if Shaquille O'Neal takes 10 shots a game, 7 of them are dunks, and he's at 100%, and 3 of them are three-pointers, and he misses all of them, what is his field goal percentage?
0.
What you said? No. What he said? I ain't hear. What you said?
Oh, I thought you said he made 0.
Hold on. How many? He took 10 shots in the game. Yeah. He dunked 7 of them and made all 7. And took 3 3-pointers and missed all 3.
Oh yeah, so he's 7 for 10, 70%, 7 for 10.
He's 70%. Now, what if I go in there and I tell Shaq, you're not allowed to take 3-pointers anymore. I want 10 dunks. And he goes and dunks it 10 times.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Is he a better shooter, though?
But hold on. See, now I got to give you pushback.
I didn't hear
because
that. True
he said he asked, is he a better shooter? First of all, any coach, any competent coach, Shaq don't belong to shooting no god dog on 3-pointers.
I agree.
Hold on. Part of improving a player is taking what he does best and maximizing it. So you can't discredit Mike McDaniel for taking what Tua does.
No, you're blinding yourself, bro.
No, this is what every coach do. First of all,
okay, go ahead.
Hold on. When you get a player and you see what he does at how good he is at his best, right? This is my only downfall because I think you take away credit for him doing what he's supposed to do, which is maximizing Tua's strength, right? Now, when you see him at his maximum potential and you see that that's not good enough, then I'm gonna criticize you for doing that. But I'm not gonna take away credit for you watching Tua and saying, "Well, no, you're not good at this. I'm gonna eliminate all that," because you can't teach Tua a stronger arm. You can't. I don't care what you do. He ain't gonna be able to throw outside the line consistently. He's not.
Tony, I set you up just not to get ether, bro.
Go ahead.
No, I just set you up to get ether.
I hope you bought.
Hey, I brought it. You ready? You ready? Hear me out here, okay? Hear me out. So you take the 10 dunks now, and now you want to claim, he's a better shooter? Yes or no?
I never said that. See, that's what you messed up.
Okay, so here's the point now.
Go ahead.
Now, Shaq, I'm putting all 5 of them in the paint. I'm not even letting you go in there.
Right. And
now I'm forcing you to take perimeter shots.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hold on. Wait. Slow right there. Stop right there, Mr. Ether Man. Let me show you why you need a real lighter. If there's 5 people down there, first of all, Shaq is still the most dominant paper. Guess what those 5 people gonna do? Foul out. If you maximize your potential.
No.
You gonna foul out. Hold on, wait. Hold on. You don't have to do the jump shot. Guess what? Shaq, kick that out. You got 5 people in the paint. You got 4 people open. So don't just leave it right there like if he happens.
Guess what?
Like
but guess what? Shaq terrible at passing. That was one of the things in the box.
Shaq is not terrible at passing.
You're missing the analogy here.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's not go too literal. I'm making a point here.
Go ahead.
Because this bleeds into Tua. I put you in this box and I only let you do what you do well. Throw it in the middle of the field.
Right.
Bubble screens, middle of the field. Okay. And if a guy wide open, you can heave it deep, but he got to come back anyway. But when they take away the middle of the field and they force you to do the things that McDaniel threw away in that box, that's what we're getting when we play the Chiefs and all the good teams. Because they leaving outside the numbers wide open. They're leaving these opportunities right there for him. He can't execute it. So we run around here because his statistics look better and say he's a better player. No, he ain't. He just doing what he did already well more.
Okay.
But you're not developing his weakness to actually make him a better player.
TD, that's the point where I think Mike McDaniel got to get to.
I agree, but that's why I started this whole segment right here about McDaniel has been exposed a little bit because he's not the guru that we really thinking. It's starting to seem that way because as you keep Tua in that box of what he does well, you're not improving the things that you threw away. That's what you were supposed to be doing over time, giving him time to develop some of those things. But he doesn't even go to them.
What I think he should be doing, TD, he should recognize that the thing that he had to develop Tua into doing, he's incapable of doing it. Because do you know what the maturation of his skill set is? Being able to throw outside the lines. When they take away that middle, you got to be able. And guess what? Tua can't afford to be late. He can't afford to be late. It got to be perfect
because he don't have the arm
every time, and you can't expect the quarterback to do that. So now, where you want to go ahead, Lou. You jump.
No, I'm just saying. So at that point. Because a lot of criticism is get rid of McDaniel then. For me, I'm not looking at it like that. I'd rather move off of Tua.
You want to give him another
and give McDaniel a different shot because TD, we were breaking down film a little bit this season, right? Mm-hmm. Go back to the Packer game on Thanksgiving. Do you realize Jalen Waddle was lined up one-on-one with a linebacker pre-snap? Then in Pope, when the play
running a deep crosser.
Running deep crosser one-on-one. Mm-hmm. What? I mean, any quarterback in this league is going to see one of their receivers, right? Waddle he's our number 2, but you could be a number 1 other places. If you got Waddle matched up one-on-one on the linebacker, right? A guy like me looking at it, I'm like, oh, Mike McDaniel did his job. He's supposed to create matchups and stuff. If Tua's not getting that ball out, am I putting
I
that
disagree.
on McDaniel?
I disagree, and let me tell you why. And it is on McDaniel, by the way, but I'm gonna make a different point on that note. Tua's not designed to see the one-on-one and take advantage of it.
Wow.
They want the offense to be designed for him to see a wide open guy and hit him. So I want you to think about
quarterback.
Well, we are. That's the point. We know that, but they're trying to make it fit. So here's what I want you when you go watch film. I want you to notice this is what our offense really is. It's not progression based, and it's not read based, right? It's McDaniel has created options for Tua. So say I got trips on the right, and I got a corner, an outside linebacker, and a safety high, right?
Yeah.
McDaniel wants to attack it right away. What happened?
You talk about single high?
No. We can go too high on this. I want you to think about too high, but I also want you to think about the outside linebacker and the corner. But we got trips over there. It looks like 3-on-2, but the safety is there for the third. But McDaniel wants to attack it right away. And I want you to vision this, okay? Trips to the right. Not bunch, just spread out.
Just
trips to the right. So watch this. Watch this, okay? I'm going to take the middle receiver and run him on a slant inside. Which defender do you think is handling that right away?
It depends. Is he off or on?
He's on.
If he's on, so you got trips to the right. What the defense? I remember you said single high.
Outside linebacker.
Yeah.
Corner, safety, 15 back.
The outside linebacker.
The middle
the outside linebacker is taking
it.
The outside linebacker is taking it.
Outside linebacker's taking it, right? Now, the receiver closest to the line of scrimmage hits the flat right away. Who takes that?
The corner.
The corner. Now, the outside receiver's on the go route.
Yeah.
Isn't he wide open right away?
Well, technically, he's supposed to be, but what if they switch the coverage up on you?
Thank you. This is what McDaniel has created as an offense. Hike the ball. Read the outside linebacker. If the outside linebacker goes to the flat, hit the quick slant. If the outside linebacker stay with the slant, hit the flat. If the outside linebacker stay with the slant and the corner comes down on the flat, hit the guy over top. Do you see the options based off of what one defender does? Yeah. Why do you think Tua gets back there and do this sometimes? Hike. He already know.
How you do?
Linebacker flat. No. Go watch the film. McDaniels has given him a option, like he's telling him to read the outside linebacker. Whatever he don't do, hit that guy. Whatever he do, hit the other guy. If they on it, this is a fact.
Oh no, y'all see you put it up. We clipping that for sure.
But you can see this on film. That's why all these quick passes is reactive off of what the outside linebacker does, because they always have a mismatch. They'll even have two on the right in that coverage. But guess what? The tight end coming in motion for that same flat route, just a different formation. It's all built on Tua. That's why we cut half the field off. When he turned one way, it is rare he looking the other way unless it breaks down and he sees something late.
Facts.
We cut the field off. That's what the offense we're in, but that is the basic offense. It's elementary.
It's crazy.
Oh, this offense is so complex. No, the formations and shifts are complex, but not for the quarterback.
Yeah, don't go for the eye candy. Don't go for that. Yeah, you know what, Lou? You remember when we was breaking down plays and I was showing you Tyreek walking and Jonnu just doing that. I'm like, they already look based on the coverage. They're already looking like they know they ain't getting the ball.
Right.
This looked like a predetermined where he's going. I'm like, why are you walking? You don't even look interested in it. When H-Town, you remember I was like, yo, H-Town, what are you doing? I'm like, no, something wrong with here because they already look like they already know. Okay, we know where this ball going at.
Bro,
there was only
as soon as he hiked the ball, if he looked right, look at the receivers on the left.
Yeah.
They already know.
This
is a basic vanilla offense for Tua to read options based off of what the defender does. And they're trying to find the mismatch in coverage, as in, well, we're going to create 3 over here with that cover 2 coverage. We're going to create that over here. Then we're going to have the running back slip out at the end. That's all it is. It's actually more basic than people think. It's way more basic. But guess what teams do? Here's what teams will do. They'll disguise it. They already know what you're doing. So what do? Instead of following a guy, they zone it up. They leave the corner in the flat. They bring the linebacker over outside. They bring the safety downhill right away or the middle linebacker over. And this is all you got to make Tua do. Hike. Oh, that ain't there. So I'm supposed to come here. Oh, that ain't. That's why he makes those mistakes. That's why he makes a. Have you noticed that every interception he throws, it's not a normal quarterback interception where the ball is tipped or it's overthrown or underthrown or, you know what I mean? It's always right to the defender in a spot. Like, what were you thinking? Nobody was even there because he read that linebacker and he went, so he just automatically put it in the spot.
You want to cross the middle with Tyreek?
But they bumped the receiver at the line of scrimmage, so he not ending up there. It's like it's right in front of our eyes, and we think that it's complex.
Hating you right now, too. I'm not even going to say they hate him right. H is pissed off right now.
Hey, guess what? When are we going to arrive with Tua Tagovailoa? We've been listening to these Tuaneers for 5 years now, and they still ain't proved their point. Every year, we don't put the haters to rest now. We still ain't win a playoff game. Talking about put stuff to rest.
TD, do you think that the offense in general, like the scheme from Mike McDaniel, is just basic, or do you think, to your point, is because of Tua? Like, do you think? I guess the question I'm asking you, a lot of people, this man hadn't even finished his third year, right? 2.5 years in, people were calling for that man's job. Do you think Mike McDaniel could be a head coach in this league if you got him a top-tier quarterback in this league?
You won't know until you do. You won't know until you do. And yeah, it's Tua. Why? Because I go back and I look at the Chiefs game, not last year, but the year before. I go back and I look at that Chiefs game, right? In the cold weather. In the cold weather.
In the playoff, right.
Oh, the playoffs. Okay, the playoffs.
Yeah, I go back and I watch that game, right? And there was another game too. I just can't think of the opponent right now. And I say to myself, man, they are taking away the middle of the field, and we have no answers. And everybody after the game was saying, McDaniel need to learn how to adjust. I went back and watched the film, and I said, he keep on trying to throw over the middle. He getting picked off, and it ain't working. He needs to go to the out routes. And I'm watching film, and I'm like, oh, look at this next drive. He's dialing up the out routes. Waddle and Tyreek on staggered out routes. And they win in a battle. And Tua just hesitating like, it's too late now. As soon as you thought about it, it's too late for him. Now, most quarterbacks, it ain't too late for because their arm strength can get it out there fast enough.
Right.
People think arm strength got to do with distance. Arm strength mainly has to do with speed. How quick you can get the ball from A to B. That changes your reaction time. You could be a slow processor, but if you got arm strength, see it late, boom, zip it in there. But if you're a regular processor and you don't have the arm strength, by the time you see it, identify, yes, I need to throw it, it's too late.
It's too late. Yeah,
that's why Tua has to throw it. That's why Tua has to throw everything early, anticipatory, as they'll say. That's why he has to put it up. And Kurt Warner said it. It's guessing to a degree, but in today's NFL, it works more than it don't. So you live with the moments where it end up being a pick and stuff because it doesn't happen as often. But that ain't no way to play the game if you're going to have like ultimate success. And that's the problem. I saw McDaniel dialing up the plays on the out route. Tua wouldn't take it. And then there were plays he would take it, but he would overthrow it, sail it out of bounds. They jumping for it. But his accuracy was bad. So the gig is out on Tua. Force him to throw on the outside. And yeah, he'll make one or two here or there. But on a consistent basis, you're going to eat all day. He cannot throw on the outside the numbers all game consistent enough. And that's where you look at Jamar Chase and Burrow. Chase live on the outside. Have you ever noticed that Miami is one of the only teams that don't run a basic 10-yard comeback? a basic 10-yard comeback,
They run
3rd and
5
9, you go to your guy. We
Yeah.
are one of the only teams that don't run a 10-yard comeback. Why do you think that is? It's one of the most basic plays on a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. You get it to your receiver who can make the play. We don't run it because when we were trying to run it, or when Tua's early career, the Jets was taking pick sixes back to the house. So, I mean, that's the truth. That's what those routes were when he was throwing them. He would throw pick sixes. So the gig is out on Tua throwing outside the number. Like I said, I'll admit this much about Tua. He's better than I thought he ever would be, but he's still good enough not to be good enough, and that's the problem. He'll never be able to get us over the hump until he does.
They don't like y'all. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. While we still got y'all, 80 of y'all in the building. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like while y'all in, or hit the like on your way out. Listen, we trying to get to 500 before April the 7th. Well, by April the 7th, that's our 100 episode. So, it's your first time over here. You enjoy the content. This week it goes down like. Listen, shout out to TD because he's surviving. I thought he wasn't gonna make it out, but he came prepared. He probably had his bow arrow. He came with his weaponry. But listen, if y'all it's your first time over here, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Lou, you know who this is, Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all give me 1 minute real quick. The
Go
wife
ahead,
called me.
TD.
Y'all give me a minute.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the homie, man. What's up, Ian?
Oh, you don't know the who, but listen. Hey, yo, Louis, man, shout out. Your boy came prepared. He had me a little scared earlier. But he said 201. Now, let me get in this chat because y'all they talk about pull up the clip. First of all, y'all want to put up the clip. It's the Wednesday shows during the season when we were doing the film breakdown. If y'all think I'm lying, first of all, y'all know I stay 10 toes down. If you think I'm lying, go pull up the shows on Wednesdays when I was breaking down the film and I was pointing out to Lou, what is Tyreek Hill doing here? What is Devon Achane doing here? Why is Grant DeBose looking like he's the only one running on the route? He's the worst person. Why? It's out there in the film. You saying clip it out? It's already been clipped. It's literally on the internet. YouTube is forever. Go look at the clips. I literally stop the show and say, bro, please explain to me what are they doing? Or do they look like they already know what matter of fact, go to the Jets one.
They already know, bro. 30% of the plays are predetermined.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, a lot of people.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I'm saying a lot of the you talk about they predetermined where he's going with the ball. You what you saying? Well, but I'm not going.
Some of the plays are already predetermined, as we know that this is going to be a slip screen or a tight end coming in motion out the backfield to throw it to him right away, where we don't need to read the field. They're not trying to. They're just trying to get it to that guy. This play is for him. You know how every player has like a package of like 5 plays where this is your go-to play, and the play is schemed to have you open right away and let you go do something. That's a large part of our offense. But that's a problem because if they already in a defensive formation that can stop it, Tua don't audible out of much at all. So that's part of the problem.
So you know what? You brought that up. I hate going to Tua. So a lot of people, this is a narrative, right? Is that, it's because the play call is so long. He never have enough time at the line of scrimmage to be able to audible. I think that's complete BS because for the let me tell you one thing. You remember that touchdown he threw against the Jaguars? What was his explanation? It wasn't even supposed to go there. He thought, and you know what? That is a telltale sign because they don't say nothing, right? They don't mention this when he said, I'm going to have to explain to Mike McDaniel why I went to Tyreek Hill there because I already predetermined based on the coverage that he was going to be running wide open pre-snap, which means if you listen to what the players have said, don't listen to us, that means he was told to go in a specific direction. He had to worry about Mike McDaniel getting mad at him for going to Tyreek on that play. That touchdown, the long touchdown.
Yeah, which
and
is
I don't
true,
like
that's rare.
Right, I get it, right. But I'm saying he has the ability to do it. I don't like that it's predetermined where you're supposed to go with that ball. I think you're supposed to read, you're supposed to get your pre-read, right? And now, every quarterback, I ain't gonna say every quarterback,
Let
majority of
the
the
play
quarterbacks,
dictate. Let the
they
as
get
soon
the
as you hike the
pre-read, the
ball,
pre-snap read,
then dictate
and
where
then
you
they
go.
look at it and they say, okay, if it stays like this, I'm going here. Because Tom Brady broke it down beautifully. If it stays here, I'm going here. Oh, this play is not going to work on the defense. Call a timeout. So every quarterback, so I don't want nobody to sit here, oh, they act like Tua is the only one predetermined where he's going. Yes, but it's dictated based on the coverage. What happens when they switch out of it and they trick them?
Now, there's actually some truth to the whole play calling thing. And here's what it is. McDaniel's giving a long play call like all quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
Tua got to get his team in that huddle, give it to him, and get out of that break with 20 seconds left on the clock. Problem is, we getting out of that break with 11, lining up, 13, trying to hurry up and get it. And the motions are hurting us too. But we got to have the motions to try to get the quick pass. The motions is really designed for the quick pass. People like, oh, so you could throw the pass rush off. Stop. It's for the quick pass. You got them reacting, worrying about what's going on. Next thing you know, bam, somebody hit already. So what it is, here's the problem. At some point, the quarterback's supposed to be able to get in the huddle, give the play, get to the line of scrimmage, whether it's complete or incomplete. You shouldn't have to always get the play from the sideline. What happened to the quarterback who's just looking at their sheet and call their own game too? You know what I mean? There's certain points of the game where you got to call your game. You know, you got to call what you like too. Players do that. And also, what about the people who call two plays in the huddle?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Okay, you covered that because I'm like, what about some coaches? They give these based on what you see. These are the two options that you have. But let me point something out.
If it's zone is if it's man,
right.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks pointed something out. We saw Mike McDaniel trying to give Tua that leeway and say, man, call the play. What you like here? This is that. And what his response was, whatever play you like. I like whatever. I ain't like that response.
But that's also on the sideline.
Right. What I'm saying is that shows that he don't even want to take on that responsibility. So how you expect him to take command in the huddle to do that? That's because what we want for our quarterback to do.
Well, I don't think it's just a Tua thing. I just think that we don't have as many students of the game. Guys who can go out there and say, man, they staying in this coverage. Let's think about all the plays that can bust that. And then get in that huddle and say, this is the play, but if we get this coverage, this is the play. Break.
Yeah.
You get to that line of scrimmage, that first play, they all over it, but we all should know what we're going to. Not this tap of the helmet that says, hey, they're in this look that we've been practicing all week. We gonna run the ball now. That ain't what I'm talking about. So people have learned to not realize how much responsibility a quarterback can take on the field and make the head coach irrelevant on offense in some cases. We've gotten away from that. Peyton Manning called his shots. Tom Brady called his shots. Now, some people will argue, well, this is when they were veterans, man. These are some of the best or whatever it may be. Yeah, but we ain't seeing even glimpses of signs of it. You know how you're seeing Jaden Daniels already at the line of scrimmage, getting ready to hike and then holding it up and then basically changing the play. And I'm not talking about everybody tap their helmet because they read the blitz that might be coming. I'm talking about at the line of scrimmage, holding it up. Here's your routes, whatever signal. Here's y'all routes, whatever signal. Going down the line. Hey, this is the protection that I want here. Let's go. He just called a whole new play without having to do it in the huddle. And with enough time.
I don't really see too many quarterbacks doing it. It's not
because they took the student. They don't teach them the game anymore. Nick Saban
I think that's where the coaching is fell in the NFL, the players, because none of these players are no longer students of the game. Like you remember when players, the defensive players and offensive players, they went and studied a team. They know them other teams like the back of their hand. They understood tendencies, they understood all these type of things. That's when the studying come in. These players is more of a college style where coaches give you this and you just read and react. And I don't know, it's like you don't have too many students of the game, but I don't want to just allow that down to Tua because he's not the only one. I see for the most part, these quarterbacks are not doing that anyways.
But when I heard Nick Saban out of his own mouth say, yeah, we don't even teach that anymore. because these kids, he said we don't. I mean, these kids don't know their protections. They're 1 protection, they're 2 protection, they're 3 protection. They don't know their like they know the basic hots and stuff like that, but they don't know how to call their protections or anything. And Nick Saban literally said on the podcast, we don't even teach them that anymore because we've learned that it's so fast paced now. With the RPO, you could just literally, give them. This is the play. If he does that, hit that. If they do that, hit that. And you can run a whole offense off out of it because you're not going to run into complex defenses more than non-complex. And Miami's proven that. Bad teams don't have real schematic game plans on defense. They run a basic cover 2, single high, whatever their base is, and they don't customize the defense to pre-snap and basically disguise coverage. You only get that with the great teams, and you only get it at the end of the season, starting around week 13 on. Where they start actually customizing for you. But you're gonna win all those raggedy games, talent. Week 1 through 12, talent versus talent. Hey, better talent is gonna win. But playoffs and all of that, we're actually steaming to your week. Yes. And that's the problem. They can't handle it.
Now I got a question, right? I'll let y'all get that off. And TD, I appreciate you coming through. I know your time's probably running short. So this be my last one. I've been arguing with my guy Tony here for the past couple weeks now. He's a trench guy.
Arguing, I might add foolishly arguing, but go ahead.
He's a trench guy. He believes we're gonna get 2 guards and Tua's leading us to the Super Bowl. That's what Tony believes.
That's cap.
Right? So TD, do you subscribe to that narrative that 2 guards and we're taking off? This team is on its way. What do you think about our trenches? Has it been good in your opinion? Suffice? Average? Below average? What are your thoughts on the trenches? And could the trenches help Tua Tagovailoa?
You know what? Free agent, because he got to get up out of there. Free agency in general. Too.
Well, let me say this about the guard real quick. I think we have one. He's just injury prone, but that's a good pickup. And what's his name again?
We got baby.
And let me tell you, the only way we save anything is if we go get Tyler Booker in the first round.
Oh, you don't like that.
No. Me personally, I've been doing a lot of mock drafts where I'm trading down to like 19.
But he's not mobile though. He can't run a 40, TD.
Between 19 and 22. I don't need my guard to run the 40.
That's what
I'm trading down, Lou. I'm trading down.
You taking a guard in the first round?
You heard what the man said.
But here's also what I'm trying to do. Like, I want the team to trade down. I want them to get Tyler Booker in like the low 20s if he's still available. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I picked up in addition to that, I want to move back into the first round if Malachi Starks falls. And then I want to use my 3rd round pick to go Kenneth Grant. If I can. He probably won't be there, but if I can.
Man, he trenches.
And that's only because I'm trying to save Chris Greer. My mocks are trying to save Chris Greer and getting the positions of need now to try to actually have a good season. I just think our season about to be screwed because we need a defensive tackle. Calais Campbell look like he out the door. We need a left tackle, but it looked like they're going to go with Patrick Paul. That's already spelling disaster to me. And we need a safety. I know the guys we got, they're okay, but I ain't banking on
Nick
it.
Imawari.
Yeah, like iffy. I'm mad about, but I don't know about that. You need a guy for the future. So if we don't address those 3 positions, plus the corner position, who gonna play opposite Ramsey right now?
Corner, yeah. I'm glad you brought that. A lot of people forget about that.
Cam Smith.
Yeah, man, my point exactly. My point exactly. Season over. Cam Smith.
We got
who?
We got White Lightning. We got Ethan Bonner.
Out of here, man. Hey,
listen,
so what do you think about
driving my point even further?
Hey, TD, what do you think about Chris Greer job he been doing in free agent so far?
It's underwhelming, but he's doing all he's allowed to do. I think that checkbook been closed to him. Like I said before, I think it's been closed. Otherwise, he would have already done those tour restructures and stuff like that to get more cash because it's sitting right there for him to have. So, I think he's just trying to turn, Oh, Greer is cooking.
Why you had to do my man like that? Why you had to do my dog like that, man?
Hey, you know what this was, right? You know what this was, right?
He was for dinner. I know you were trolling, but I just wanted to get you
my dog like that, man.
Hey, Greer is cooking. He went and got the best cornerback in the NFL.
Oh yeah, I heard that part. You heard he said he was rated higher than
Sauce Gardner. Who just got his deal?
How many games he started and played?
He only played 2 games in the season, bro, and one of them wasn't even all that. It was week 18. He was on IR with a foot injury, and then they cut him. They actually cut him. I think they brought him back in week 18 or something happened. But PFF got him rated as the number 1 scorer for last year, but it was only 2 games.
Hey, so I be trolling.
I was trolling people.
Hey, Tony loves TD. Tony loves PFF. He loves EPAs and pie charts. He loves all that stuff.
Hey, listen, we still got 67 of y'all. Listen, if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, man. If it's your first time, I know y'all enjoyed this energy. Hey, shout out to you, TD, the way you just blended in. That was real nice. Hey, you held your own.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
You know what I'm saying? And most people don't make it out this jungle, man. But
I gotta come on the show sometime, man.
Hey, we can set that up. Hey, listen, put that in the
Yeah.
Well, we finna get out of here. Y'all put that. That'll be a poll. If y'all think we should join TD channel, y'all go ahead and vote on that. And then hey TD, nice. My first time interacting with you, bro. It was fun. I'm glad I could be myself and ain't had to worry about.
Yeah, I didn't know the way Lou was talking. I thought you was a tour. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh no, you can't elaborate on that before you get out. What?
He's a tour, TD. Don't let him lie to you.
Hey, you know what, TD? Before you get out here. We got a phrase that was coined over here by I ain't gonna say no names, but it's called the oos is loose.
The oos
That's
is
phrase. So you figure out who coined that phrase. Then you tell me who the two is there now.
Hey, you know what? End the show, man. End the show.
Hey, but listen, hey, TD, shout out to you for appreciate you for coming through. Everyone that's in here, y'all hit the like button on the way out. I know y'all enjoyed the content. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. We will be back Wednesday, 7:30-ish. Y'all know how we, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we get down, man. But we will be here, win, lose, or draw, rain, sleet, or snow. Again, thank you, TD, for showing up. Do you got anything before I end it out?
Hey, thanks for having me, man. This was fun. This was fun, man. This is what it's about, having good, fun dialogue without, trying to kill each other. So that's all that matters.
You're trying to kill a debate, but not each other.
My fellow two-and-ears. That's what's up.
Hey, that's a fact. Well, we got the biggest one this way. That guy right there. But listen.
I'm a Zachaneer from now on. We got our
we can run a quarterback sneak. We can run a quarterback sneak now and draws.
I will say this. Lou gave Tua every chance in the book. He gave him every chance.
They be killing him about the flip-flop. He won a flip-flop with award. They be killing that young man.
The conclusion is the conclusion. But I got to get up out of here. I love y'all,
we out of here, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, we'll see y'all 7:30-ish Wednesday. Peace out.